We are going to demonstrate how to make a wheel axle combination with plastic bushing that will run true. First, we start out with the wheel, which we have cut from 3/4 inch foam board, and there is a hole drilled in the center. That hole happens to be 5/32, which is the same size as this plastic straw which we got from a local coffee shop, gas station. And that slides snugly through the hole. Okay. We also have a 12-inch barbecue skewer, which is 0.125 inches in diameter, which is the size that our axle is going to be. Our axle actually is going to be a carbon fiber rod, but we're not going to use that at this point in time. We also have a board in which we have drilled a 5/32 inch hole. Okay, so we start out by putting about 2 inches of the barbecue skewer inside the straw. Snip the skewer off. Cut off the straw. And then we take a piece of ordinary wax paper, which will keep everything from sticking to our board. We put that over the hole, push our axle bushing combination through into the hole. Now the reason for doing it on the board is when we put the wheel on, it's going to be flat and will run true. Okay. Also, we're going to use a 5/32 inch fender washer, which will actually be glued to the front of the wheel. And so we slip that on, and then we mix up some epoxy. And we smear some epoxy on our bushing. And some down on our fender washer. And then we stuff some in the hole, center hole in our wheel. And use a toothpick to get it in there, so we'd like to have it coating that inside of the hole all the way through. And then we slide our wheel assembly down over the hub and axle. A little more epoxy out here, and to fill any irregularities that might be there. And then just on the back side, to help keep things centered properly, we slide down there a 3mm washer. Okay, now our epoxy is pretty well set up. It's not totally dry yet, but good enough. We should be able to pull the assembly out of the board. The wax paper peels off nicely, leaving our fender washer attached to the front. We simply cut off the excess on both sides. we should be able to push the barbecue skewer enough so we can pull it out. Wheel. And our axle is going to be 0.125 inch carbon fiber rod, which slides nicely down through the hole in the wheel. You now have a wheel which runs very, very true on the carbon fiber axle, and you have a plastic running on carbon fiber, so there's very little friction.